As the colder temperatures roll in and the air quality has a tendency to get a little worse, why does that happen and what can we do about that?
Yeah, so when we get into the winter season, we have what are called inversions. When we have cold air that gets trapped by warmer air on top in our valley, which is shaped like a bowl, and that happens during high pressure episodes. And when that happens, everything that we put into the air from cars, homes, buildings, all the pollution, it doubles every day. So as we enter this wintertime season, it's very important to do everything we can to reduce pollution, and that includes from everything from driving and remaining idle free to avoiding wood burning on those bad days and turning the thermostat down a few degrees if you can.
As far as things that people can do, like you said, like the anti-idling thing, there is an ordinance in place for that. What
Yeah.
is the how does that work?
So Salt Lake City was one of the first cities in Utah to pass an anti-idling ordinance in 2011, and it calls for uh, any idling that is happening on public property or private property that's open to the public, such as a drive-through. It is unlawful to do that over 2 minutes, with a few exceptions, which you can read about on our website. And we actually were able to strengthen our ordinance in 2021, just this year, to allow for a citation after just one warning instead of three warnings. And so that was a major accomplishment that we had in 2021. So anytime you're stopped and you're not in traffic, remember to just turn that key off, turn your engine off, and you'll help everyone breathe a little bit easier.
How much of an impact does not idling have in the grand scheme of things?
Yeah. Well, if you think about the fact that during a typical wintertime immersion day, over 50% of the pollution that we have comes from vehicles. And so when you take into account all of the tens of thousands of cars and trucks that are idling unnecessarily on those winter days, that adds up to a lot of preventable pollution. So it's something that we like to say, even if you have to drive, which of course many of us do, you can really do your part to help prevent that pollution from going into the air by making sure not to idle.
What are some of the things Salt Lake City is doing as an organization to help combat pollution on our end?
Yeah, Salt Lake City is doing a lot. We have an anti-idling ordinance within our city policy as well, and it's actually much stricter than the one for the community. So it's a 10-second limitation on idling with city vehicles. We're also focusing on transitioning our entire fleet to all electric vehicles over the next few years, as the market creates those vehicles, particularly for heavy duty. But electric vehicles are one of the best ways that we can completely reduce those tailpipe emissions from our fleet. We're also looking at our buildings, making sure they run as efficiently as possible. And we are building to a net zero energy standard, and just about to update our policy to call for all electric building construction when we have major projects, and that will eliminate all of on-site combustion. All of those things will do a tremendous good to our local air quality.
For folks who want to learn more about what the city's doing and other strategies on how they can help keep the air clean, where can they go to do that?
To learn more about our anti-idling ordinance in Salt Lake City and other ways that you can help clear the air, as well as what the city is doing, please visit our website at slcgreen.com.